Hey everyone, this is Judi with JLBCrafts. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, thank you so much for giving me a try. In this video, I'm going to be setting up and hand lettering the week of April 11th through the 17th, and this is letter H week. And the theme I'm going to go with is Walk on the Wild Side. So let me explain. I have the Rainbow Edit set from Live Love Posh, and I of course glanced through all the books, and in just about every book there's one set. I like them all. I like almost all of them, which number one is shocking because there's so much stuff here. But number two, in pretty much every single book there was at least one set, if not two, that literally made me gasp. This is one, the blue and purple, but even more so is this one. If you've watched my channel for a while, you know I love green, followed very closely by blue. And so this set just, it's such an unexpected color. That beautiful, like, I can't describe it, indigo blue-ish with the lime green. And I was like, I am going to use these stickers. I got to figure out a way to use these stickers. Some challenge where I can interpret it in a way that'll let me use these stickers, and this is that week. Walk on the Wild Side. I mean, it's got wildlife, it's got butterflies, it's got birds, so we're going to use one of the pages of these stickers. This week in my lettering planner, I'm going to use this washi tape, which I used before. This is the Simply Gilded. I think it's called Blueberry Lemonade. So technically it's an ombre from that gorgeous blue that matches into a little bit of the teal that's in some of the stickers up into yellow, but it's got a nice band of lime green as it transitions, and the foil, the silver and gold foil, is covering most of the yellow portion of the tape. So this matches way better than any of the other washi tapes I have. So let's get started. I do have a link in the description box for Simply Gilded, $5 off a purchase of $15 or more. And that is if you sign up for their no spam newsletter, and then I get the same coupon. So if you want to start your Simply Gilded washi tape addiction, that is a great way to get started. And also help me continue with my addiction. So the Live Love Posh Rainbow Edit book set is on the pricey side, but it is a discount versus if you were to buy each of the books individually at the normal price that they go for. So I think it's a great investment. Like I said, I love the vast majority of what's in them, which there are many books where I watch the flip throughs, and if I don't like, gosh, at least half, if not more than half of the pages in the book, I just can't justify spending the money. I mean, yes, I can resell the pages, but I just frankly don't ever feel like messing with that. So this one was a no-brainer for me to buy the Rainbow Edit. Now, I do believe she is by now selling the books individually at this point. That was always the plan, and I believe she has gotten to that point. So, like everything else, she was waiting on the stock to come in from overseas, and I believe that has taken place now. So if there is only one or two of the colors that you want, now's a good time to invest. I'm gonna help. Quit sweating. Quit trying to eat my sticker, dude. I like it. It's a little tiny bit garbled up there, but I don't mind. So let's go ahead and look in the book and see what our options are. If I remember correctly, there are dots and even squares and stuff. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have so much fun picking pens. Here we go. So there are little squares, or I think there were super like micro teeny tiny dots in here too. There they are. Yeah, these are teeny tiny. So I'm going to grab my super pointy tweezers and just rotate through these. Excellent. Okay, that's all I need that book for. So let's go ahead and write in the assignments. I feel like I should do a blue pen with these colors instead of a black pen. Let's see. Here's a bright blue tool. Let's use that. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is learn our new letter, which is the letter H. And then let's start a couple words with H. So we have home. That's a good planner word. Held. And then we'll put an H in the middle with wit. Razor sharp wit. When, also a good planner word. And then let's put the H at the end, so bath. If you have a little one, you can write down when bath night is. And vouch. There we go. All right, so I will pick my pens and zoom in and be right back. Okay, oh my gosh, I had so many colors to choose from in this neighborhood. So I have, starting as always with the firmest, I have the Tombow Hard Tip Fudenosuke. Tombo's the brand, Fudenosuke is the type, in a blue. I have the Vice brand Ultra Color in a green. I have the Calligraph Dual Brush Pen 2. Both ends are brush pen. And this is in the Bloom color, which I believe is one of the 2 new ones that just came out. And my nails are not wet. This is a special, they're supposed to look like they have water drops, but that's dry. And then I have the lime green of the Pentel dual brush sign pen, or not dual, but just brush sign pen. So let's get started. I'm just going to warm up with Ace like I always do. So that was the Tombow. This is the Vice brand. Next I have the Calligraph, and I'll do one at the end with the big end. That's all I'll be able to do with the big end of the Calligraph because of needing to save too much space. So let me get this last Ace done, and then I'll give Jazzy some lunch so we can get through the rest of our practice. So this is the Pentel Touch. He keeps head-butting me. Let me finish, dude. All right, I'm gonna go get him some lunch and then we'll get going with our new letter. Okay, lunch has been served. We should be good to go for a bit. So let's do a deep dive look at the H. Start with the center stroke and add the wavy stroke to finish out the H. So basically like an L or the B or the D. And then we're gonna add the wavy stroke. So remember back, we practiced the wavy stroke. We weren't practicing the wavy stroke just for the heck of it. We were practicing it because it's a component of a letter. So we're starting at the midline, light up, heavy down, and then we would lift our pen, but basically just kind of reposition here. And we're gonna go light up, heavy down, light up. So your tail there is your connector. Right? And so they've got a slant, they're not too fat or bubbly. So let's look at the other H options. So the Tombow free download Fudenosuke page, which is linked in all of my description boxes. So they're more vertical and they're a little bit fatter and just more spread out in general. So they've got a lot of space here between their wavy stroke and the downstroke portion of the H. Here is the Rainbow Crayola book. So kind of halfway in between, still more vertical, a little bit more spread out. This one always looks a little bit bounce lettering-ish to me. Not quite as spread out and bubbly as the Tombow, but definitely more vertical than the Lovely Letters. Okay, this is that boxed kit from Crayola. So here's their H. So a little more slanted, a little more narrow, still has a little bit of this bounced look by coming down below the baseline a little bit. So that's definitely an option for you. And then last but not least, the Calligraphy Made Easy book from, I got mine from Walmart, but you can get it on Amazon as well. I also have this linked. So there's their H. Whoops. So a little more slanted, but still kind of narrow. Not quite as much space between the ascender stroke and the overturned stroke. And then let's see if there's an alternate. Yeah, there is. So this alternate is looking a little bit more like the Tombow one, where it's kind of funky shaped and a little more bubbly, a little more spread out. So you just have to do what looks good to you. And it could take you an accidental discovery to get that figured out. I'm going to stay slanted because I like mine slanted, and it would look weird if some of my letters were slanted and some weren't. I'm also going to keep mine on the more narrow side. So starting at midline, light up, heavy down. That's a little too slanted. And then our wavy, light up, heavy down, light up. So you could tell I took a break after warming up because that doesn't look really great to me. Let's try this again. A little less slant, so I'm going to turn my paper a little less. Light up, heavy down, light up, heavy down, light up. Okay, so I overcompensated. I think the slant looks good, but it's a little too skinny. So I'm going to keep going on this. I'm going to hit the stickers a bunch of times because these were huge stickers, but that's okay. I'll work through it. So some of the things you can play with starting over here. Which is fine. If you like a little bit more frilly, fancy, loopy look, you can start with where you start your overturned stroke. So do I start it way down here and open it way up, which I don't like as much? Do I start it up a little higher and keep it a little more closed looking? That's the preferred look for me. You can play with that bounce lettering look by coming down below the line a little bit. That's not bad either. Again, if you like the loopy, you might combine this drop below the baseline with this start further over to the left. So just play with some different combinations and see if you get that aha moment of the one that catches your eye that you really love. I think it's the tomboy engineer in me that doesn't like a lot of the loopy stuff. But that's just me. You really want to get comfortable with the experimenting part of this, because in the second half of the year, when we get into the majuscules, aka capital letters, oh my gosh, the variations are 10 times as many. So you're going to have a lot of options on capital letters or majuscules, and you're going to want to be comfortable with that experimentation phase to figure out what you want those to look like. So for our first word, let's try home. So whichever H you think you like the best, and that can change once it's thrown into a word. So I kind of want the hump on my H to look like one of the humps on the M. So if I kind of come out and I'm a little more on the pointy side and almost kind of concave there, I want the same thing on the M. Next, let's try help. So on this one, we're gonna have 3 ascenders. So the slant, the width, all of that's gonna need to look as consistent as possible. Held. So for me, the most difficult one is the D of the 3, because that's the one where I'm trying to connect to something carefully on the side, and it ends up trying to be just a little more slanted than the other 2. Okay, now we're going to put the H, move the H into the middle of the word. Incidentally, there really weren't any H's, double H's that I could use, especially with the limited number of letters we currently know. So, but that's okay. I mean, I'm not going to make something up, because then why practice it if you're never actually going to need to use it? So anyway, wit. So when I'm anticipating that when my little tail comes off of my W for the connector, that should hit basically about where I want to go ahead and start the loop for my H. So however you're making your W's, whether it's center low or curly Q, whatever it is, you should have a little connector tail that comes out, and that's going to be really close to where you start your H. And then like magic, you can't even tell you had, those were different strokes and you lifted your pen, so. Alright, more than halfway done. So we're going to keep with that WH combination. Although we could have done a TH at the beginning of the word, but I've got a TH here, so. For those of you that didn't like your W's or want more W practice, you're getting it this week. Let's see if I can fit this in between those 2 stickers. I don't know about you all, but by the time I get to about the 3rd line, it stops looking like a word to me and I start to question, am I spelling that right? All right, next we have bath. So we'll go back and practice the B again. So again, we're gonna have the loop on the top of the B and on the top of the H with just a T squeezed in the middle there. I have to try to put a T next to an ascender just so that you can get used to spacing when you try to cross the T's. Hi, baby. Wow, both kitties making an appearance today. Hi, Calcifur. Were you outside? Oops. See, you're distracting me. You're distracting me, buddy. Smacking me in the face with your tail. Calcifur shaped shadow. What, baby? Hi. Don't rub your face on my pen. I'll do what I want, Mom. I'm a cat. Go lay down. You want to lay on Mommy's lap, don't you? No, don't knock my pen cap on the floor. I'm gonna have to hold that pen cap, aren't I? Otherwise, I'll never find it. Do I need to threaten to give you a bath? Alright, not too much shadow. So last but not least, I wanted to get a V in there, so we have the word vouch. It was a squeeze, but I got it in there. Let's see if I can fit ouch in there. There we go, another week done. As we get more and more toward the end and having 26 letters to squeeze in, we'll have to just be satisfied with either a V or a W, either an M or an N. We just aren't going to have room to do every letter each week, but that's okay. As long as I can keep us practicing the tough ones, the odd ones, we'll be just fine. So there we go. There is our H practice. Let's see what last year looked like. I haven't looked to see if I have any of the same words. We'll find out. Ooh, there's ouch. And I did do ouch a little bit at the end of there because I ran out of room. Bath. Okay, bath stayed the same. There we go. Held was the same. When is the same. Okay, so I do have some repeats. Not on purpose. Oh, and I did whim instead of wit this last year. So anyway, there's bath and bath. Let me get them both on camera. There we go. And the sun has come out. It's spring in the Pacific Northwest, so the lighting is changing a lot. So there we go. There is my age practice for the week. I hope you're still with me and going strong, or you're catching up if you started out behind, and hopefully you're not having to remember to choke up on your pens anymore. If you're still doing light up, heavy down in your head, hey, you know what? So do I. So, and I am still refining and changing my letters. You can see here, if you look at whim versus when, or even when, well, it's off camera, but I have adopted this, making the center of my W a little lower. I wasn't doing that last year. So it's okay to keep refining and changing and improving on your letters. If you discover something that you like, go to that. Start practicing that. Anyway, I hope you like this video. Please tag me on your socials if you post your practice, so that I can put that in my stories. And if you do like this video, please help me spread the word, and please consider liking and subscribing. Thank you.